And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Javier once again, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we helped all of the Kikwis and their elder in finding each other. You can see there's a beacon over there for something we will do at a later date. But, as you can see, we've made our way towards the entrance of the Deep Woods, which, as you can see, is near where we found that other Kikwi. You can still see him in the distance, which, wow, that's not a bad draw distance, to tell you the truth. So we're going to make our way into the Deep Woods. How are we going to do that? Well, grab your slingshot and aim at a vine up here. Aiming at this vine will cause it to come down, as you can clearly see, and Fee will tell us that we can... Now would be an excellent time for you to arm you with additional information regarding the use of your items. Alright, so you can press B instantly to use the item you last used, or you can hold down B and move the Wii Remote to aim at different items in your selection. It's actually a really neat system and makes choosing your items on a console version of the Zelda series very easy and keeps you fairly in the action, though in most cases you're not really going to be swapping it during actional scenes. So, alright, let's make our way into the woods. Alright, so we've entered the Deep Woods. It's going to tell you in a second that these are the Deep Woods. I'm fairly certain it'll tell you that these are the Deep Woods. Maybe it doesn't tell you. Okay, it goes into the map before it tells you that we're in the Deep Woods. So it's going to zoom on in and show us that we're in the Deep Woods because, not that you're aware, but we're in the Deep Woods. We're very deep in the Deep Woods. Okay. Oh, actually, we're not that deep in the Deep Woods. I've confirmed the plant life in this area matches that of Farron Woods. We've reached the area locally referred to as the Deep Woods. No way. Now we should continue towards the temple in search of Zelda. One thing or the other, they should have just done one or the other. Either Fee's explanation or the map. Alright, we're gonna not stun him so he doesn't... No, I don't need Deku Seeds! No, okay. There we go. That way, he doesn't summon all his allies, and we are pretty safe. Now, as you look over there, there is a new dousing. There appears to be a beehive. What you want to do is knock that down from a distance so that the bees don't know you're the one that did it. They'll go ahead and fly off, and once you're sure they're gone, you can go ahead and explore this area. And get a new treasure, the horned larvae. There are precious sorts of protein that comes from a Deku Hornet's hive. This treasure, I don't think you use very often. I mean, you don't use many of the treasures too often, aside from the very common ones. But it's nice to collect them, and at least collect them once before you know what they need. What are treasures used for? Well, I've mentioned before, but they are used for various things in Gonzo's shop up in Skyloft. So just keep an eye out for it, because you never know what you'll need to upgrade your items. Upgradable items include the slingshot is one of these upgradable items, not to mention your shield and some other things we'll pick up on our adventure. Now, same thing over here. At a distance, you'll want to aim at the beehive. Well, that didn't work at all. There we go. So the bees will go down in anger. They're going to be like, oh my god, what happened to my beehive? Then you're going to go over here, and you're going to be safe to cross over the tightrope over here. Though, is that Bokoblin going to notice me and come after? No, it doesn't. It looks like he's going down back this way, so we can go ahead and stab him without him noticing us. That is really cool. Zelda enemies before knew you were there just from proximity, but now these guys actually have a cone of vision, which is, in my personal appearance, or opinion, not appearance, is a lot cooler. But, other than that, you know, very minor thing. Another thing, the Deep Woods has a lot of, assets from the tech demo and, well, various demos that they showed of Skyward Sword at various game shows when Skyward Sword wasn't released. In fact, oh, hey. I didn't even know he called you. Now there's a face I know. Hey, bud, I got something I need your help with. Come over here and take a look. Yeah, we'll be up there in a second, man. Oh, sweet. There's Deku. Oh. This shield's gonna break, isn't it? Do I have... Yeah, I do. I'm fine. The shield won't break on my watch. I will make sure that it survives, because shields are really useful. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and climb over Stamina Fruit. and make our way across a series of jumping areas. Basically, keep your balance and you'll be fine. Don't rush this area or you'll just have some issues. Alright, so we're going to aim at the little bombs and hit him, because once he's angry, he'll come on the tightrope and be like, I'm gonna come and get you! Though there's a very deep abyss over here. I'm wondering, are the woods deep because they're not that big, or is it really they're talking about the chasm here? Because the chasm is quite deep, and I wouldn't want to jump in there. Though there's no penalty to jumping in there aside from being on the edge where you fell, because you don't take any damage from falls anymore, which is a plus and a minus in my opinion. I mean, it kind of was annoying to continuously fall if you were continuously falling and taking damage, but at the same point, it makes it so that you can be pretty careless without any risk. Alright, so we're going to save here out of habit, even though that probably was a bad idea in case I'm recording and problems happen. But nothing will go wrong. This is a perfect game and a perfect recording. So we're going to go ahead and climb over. Ah! I almost barely make that. It is nerve-wracking. Anyway, that's a golden Deku Baba. Or it's called a Quadro Baba. Huh. I always forget that. Violent plant is widespread in wooded areas. It will attempt to bite you if you approach it. It's more rare than Deku Baba. It can open its mouth both horizontally and vertically, and it can change at almost any point, making it kind of more difficult to kill. But then again, if you're having issues hitting it in the right side of the mouth, don't worry too much. Oh my god. Just parry it and cut its vine and you'll be fine. You should not really take any damage from these guys. And if we run up here, a small little secret will be a treasure chest containing 20 rupees. You got a red rupee, it's worth 20 rupees. Awesome! And this tree, I believe you hit that and it doesn't provide... No. I remember that tree providing you 5 rupees. I don't know why. Alright, can we do this from a distance? I've always been curious. Oh. Oh wait, you don't have to talk to him. Well, he's gonna tell you what this thing is over here, and I don't really want to go through his speech. So we're going to go ahead and charge our Skyward Strike, hit this, and this is a goddess cube. It will shoot up into the sky, giving us something good up there, which we'll definitely go and see. What? Did you see that? The cube just shot up into the sky. I think it reacted to that whirly beam thing that shot out of your sword. Where do you think that cube shot off to anyway? The mystery just got a whole lot more mysterious. The texts say that there are cubes like that all over this land. Tell you what, you bless as many of those cubes as you can find. If you find out more about that along the way, you come see me. I wish you could tell them what happened to those cubes, but I don't think you can. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move this log down here, providing us a safer way back up, and continue on our way towards the temple down here. We will not be going into the temple in this episode, but instead we will be finding out what these cubes do for us. Go ahead and whack this cube! And there are only 2 before you enter the temple at this point in time, so that'll be a thing. Now, you could look around the side of this temple, but I don't want to do that just now. What Fee's going to tell you as we approach the temple is that you're going to want to save and make sure you're prepared. I think we will go ahead and get prepared. Alright, she's detecting Zelda's aura within the temple that has a closed door, and we cannot possibly get inside the temple because we are unable to open doors. However, I have also detected the presence of numerous monsters. Are you sure you should proceed? Of course I want to proceed! It would be very unwise to display overconfidence here within the walls of this place. No one will come to your aid. It's like in space, no one will hear you scream, but in dungeons, some people will hear you scream. If you feel unprepared to face the dangers ahead, consider returning to the sky. That's what she's basically telling you, that returning to the sky, you can go back to the bazaar and see some things, or you can go attack those goddess cubes that were sent up there and figure out what they do. For me, it's to the sky. That's where we're going. And I will be speeding up and playing some form of music or commentary as we go up here because, well, there's no point in having the slowness of the sky for now. I will see you in a minute! So we've made it over here to the, this is the lumpy pumpkin, right? That's, we'll figure it out later. We're not going inside of this place just yet, as there is a side quest pertaining to this stuff after we do a certain thing. But we will get inside of this treasure chest an adventurer's pouch. Now we can fit an additional item, that whether a potion, a special item, or a shield. So that'll be quite useful. Alright, next up we're going to go to that other island. Oh, hey, I didn't actually use the sailcloth. I meant to press B. Ah, depth perception. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and open this treasure chest. What do we get next? Well, I know exactly. Okay, we got another piece of art. That's 2 of the 6. And Fee doesn't have to tell us anything anymore, because I guarantee she was about to tell us about our health problems. Alright, so back to Farron Woods. So, when we first enter a new area, or come back to an area that we've already visited, we have the choice to descend anywhere that we've activated a bird statue. Well, we're going to go up to the forest temple. Alright, which is very misleading, I'd say, because this is not called the forest temple, but we'll get into that in the next episode. So, once we land, you can see there's the temple over there, and in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we will go ahead and explore the temple and see if we can find our friend Zelda. Goodbye.